In this lecture, I'm going to be talking about emergent design methodologies and ideas, how we establish ideas, and how we get them moving. In the ideas development of creative design practitioners, there have been many movements. I'm going to tend to some of my ideas of how we're going to go forward in the future, but I'm also going to talk about other ideas presented by other people. Of course, there's always the notion of good design, and good design was something that has come right the way through, but good design is a little bit like beauty. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and good design is very much a matter of opinion, and we will talk a little bit about that. Here is a chart, an idea by Charles Eames of how ideas were generated and the sort of the format of ideas generation, and we'll talk a little bit about that in this lecture. You employ stone and wood and concrete, said Luca Blue CA, and you create marvellous things. And this, in fact, is the building that inspired me to be a designer. And the traditional designers had a great view of good design, of successful design being art. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we have other practitioners like Ettore Sottsass. And Ettore Sottsass, he went from art practice to design practice to art practice, and he never thought there was a difference. And he was the father or the founder of the Memphis Movement. And we'll talk a little bit about how technology and how values and how business models all fit in design and what is the secret formula. We'll also talk, of course, about creative industries, an idea that came forward in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and which took all of design by storm. But I have to say it was a storm in a teacup, and it was soon gone. And today we talk about design thinking, and design thinking is now the great idea, how design is going to help all the other disciplines, how it's going to help all the other disciplines to practice creativity. And again, I'm not sure about it, but we'll talk a little bit about it. And so I'm hoping that this discussion on design methodologies and how to raise ideas will be an interesting one. And once again, I advise you to go and look at the lecture, look at this introduction of the slideshow as well, look at the lecture as a full slideshow, and it will help you, I hope, I believe, to undertake some of your assessment tasks. And so, once again, I commend you to the lecture.